أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم أما بعد. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stated in hadith that the prayer of the Muslim person's prayer in jama'ah, in congregation, is 25 times more than the prayer on his own. Another hadith says 27 times. And some of their differences come in 25 versus 27. And there are also differences in whether it is 25 or 27 full, more so with 25, or is it 11? And there are other words as well. This has been narrated in different narrations. These hadiths are quite authentic. In Bukhari, Muslim, and others. There are many that emphasize the one fact that praying in congregation is many times more. 25, 27, 25 fold, 27 levels more. All of this. So what did the ulama say about these? Because these are authentic hadiths. Is it 25 or 27? And where is the differences? So let's just for this khutbah focus on verse 25 versus 27. Which one? Is it 25 or 27? There are many opinions, and none of them is a clear cut. One of these opinions refers to whether you catch the prayer before Takbirat al-Ihram, from the beginning, or you come and join in them. Some suggest, with, of course, coming in the beginning, being the better one, so that's more likely to be 27. Is it so or not? It's not clear. Another opinion is suggesting that perhaps this who comes to a prayer in which the qira'ah is done loudly. Fajr, Maghrib, Isha, this is more than the one that's not. Why? Because you listen to the Quran as you're standing there. One suggestion. That's another suggestion. Another suggestion comes that it depends on the person. Is the person focused? Did the person just walk out of the house, come here just to do the job? Maybe they're not the most focused on the prayer, but they came. They made the effort. So perhaps that's the lower level, and there is another. Other scholars thought that perhaps 25 was first promise from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that's based on knowledge that he gets from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised more. That's the 27. So it is actually 27, according to this opinion. Now, for that, you need to know the dates. When did Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say 25 and when did he say 27? So the bottom line is, you read about the explanation of this, and comes a scholar who's going to sum all of this in some nice words. He's not going to resolve the debate, right? Because we don't have the clear-cut proof one way or the other. Is it 25 or 27? It's somewhere there, because those are the two numbers that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given us. 25, 27. Right? So it's one or both. One or both. That's the promise from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. الذي Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about him, لا ينطق عن الهوى. So it's wahy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the scholar comes and says, this is ilm, a type of knowledge that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam knows. We do not know. What can we do with this? What are the things that may make it better for us? And here is some of what this scholar said. First, prepare yourself for Salah. That's you're still at home. Prepare yourself. That's not only Jum'ah. That's any one of the five. Prayer, daily prayer. Prepare yourself by dressing the best you can. When you're going to the masjid. If you have the cologne or whatever it is for men, then use that. Then you come. When do you come? Come early to the prayer. So that when you arrive at the masjid, you will have the opportunity to listen to the adhan when the adhan starts. You will have the opportunity when you walk in to do 2 rak'ah. That is tahiyyat al-masjid. You do the 2 rak'ah tahiyyat al-masjid. Then you listen to the adhan. As the mu'adhan is saying the adhan, you are saying like they say, as we all know. You have time to do so. If it is a prayer like Dhuhr or Maghrib, when there is Ratiba for Dhuhr, Sunnah before it, or Maghrib, that is also a Sunnah, to pray 2 rak'ahs before Maghrib, then you might want to also do that. And then you respond to the Iqamah. You're listening to the Mu'adhin calling for Iqamah, for the prayer. And once they do this, you stand up and you join the line. You have the opportunity to be in the first line. You have the opportunity to be just behind the Imam. And that's how it should work. When we walk into that prayer hall, we shouldn't start from the edges. We should start from right behind him. First line, not the second line. Don't start the second line until the first is full. Then we start from the middle and fill on either side. Until the first one is done, then we go to the next one and right behind the Imam too. And we just keep doing that. So you have the opportunity to be in the front. You have the opportunity to follow the Sunnah and straighten the lines. Fill the gaps. Prepare yourself spiritually to be in prayer. To be in the prayer. And then the Imam starts, you follow the Imam, and you pray, and you listen. And you wonder about what you're listening, you think about what you're listening, you feel it, you live it. You understand what the Imam is saying? And when you say Allahu Akbar, you mean it. When he says, Sami Allah min hamdah, you say, Rabbana wa lakal hamd. So you're saying these things with the intention that you're doing it. The humbleness, the involvement, the qalb, the heart of you, make it present at that time. Then you benefit from all of that, then the salah is over. What do you do? Run or sit in place? Allow the malaika to do the salah on you as you do your tasbih and khatmu as-salah. So you do all of these things hoping to achieve the very best. But let's remind ourselves of one important thing. For men coming to this is the asl. This is the origin of things. You know, that's the nature of things without any excuses and all of these kinds of things. There might be legitimate excuses. But the origin of things is for men coming to the masjid is a must. And the ahadith for this is many. And it's not disputable. So you must come for all 5 prayers right here in the masjid. Now someone is going to say, but I live so far, it's hard because of so and so. It might be raining, it might be all of these. I'm not going to get into this. But I'm going to say that there are legitimate excuses. Everyone is going to look for themselves, whether they apply to themselves or not. Right? That's not my topic today. But in the absence of these excuses, in fact, in the presence of these excuses, but you can go, you just bypass them. You're living far, but you do something so that you can still make it. You make it work somehow. Do you think it's not going to be rewarded? At the very end, who is going to benefit when you're here in the masjid performing that salah? You are going to benefit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not? That person who comes to the salah gets the reward. Alright. What if one of us, I'm just saying suppose, right, is offered a job that's identical to the job they do for a living, but it's offering twice as much the salary? Or someone here is a businessman or a businesswoman. They have a business. What if you're told you can do the same business, but you're going to be making twice as much the income? Wouldn't that be appealing to us? Just a question to ponder about. What if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you it's 25 or 27 times? And that's 5 times a day. And as you live, and the beard gets grayer and grayer and grayer, you know decades are going on. Every single year of those, 360 something days. Times 5, times 25 or 27. So someone is going to say, but I just want to make it to Jannah. I want to make the very basic. I don't want to be really high there. I say respond to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala command us to do? Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say just make it? Or be conservative in what you offer in your deeds? Or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says وَسَارِعُوا, be fast, be quick. وَسَابِقُوا, race with each other. وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ, so compete with others. Isn't that the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I say we should respond to this command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do our very best. Why is that? Many reasons. Perhaps I can't even comprehend them myself, but I'm going to share with you what I understand. First, respond positively to the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In His book, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is offering us what we didn't earn. And He is asking us and commanding us to be fast in seeking the forgiveness and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why don't we do that? We must. So that we do what is called istijabah. We respond positively to the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then, when we think about Jannah, it is not a product that is sitting on the shelf in a supermarket and the price of which is lying in my pocket. I give the seller the money, then I have a right to take the product. The Jannah is not like such. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam himself alayhi salatu wasalam, said that he wouldn't be admitted to Jannah unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala covers him with His mercy. So it's not something that we have earned. Where is the price? Where is the cutoff? You want to do it as best as you can. You want to show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your keenness, your desire to achieve the most you can ever do. And on top of that, the good deed erases the sin. And if any of us has any doubt that they are sinning, we should go back to what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, كل ابن آدم خطاء وخير الخطائين التوابون. So all Bani Adam make mistakes. And this good deed that you can multiply so many times, over the time, what type of investment is that? It's an immense investment. By simply coming to the masjid and praying in congregation. Last time I was here, I was talking about the reasons for us to be victorious as Muslim Ummah. And one of these was obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what is the best one to pick to change in your life other than the pillar or the amud of the whole deen, the salah? It's the second pillar of Islam and is described as imad al-deen, or the pillar of the deen. What is best to select, to fix and perfect above what we are used to, above what I'm already doing, other than as-salah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. My message today is very simple. It's one request. Every one of us present today, of the men, I'm not going to say the women. The women have the option. And the preference is at home, as stated clearly in the hadith. For the men, here is my request. One single thing to take out of all what I just said today. Come to the masjid for other than Friday prayer. Continue to come, obviously, for prayer. But for other than Friday prayer, for other prayers, find a masjid that is close to you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us in a city, in the middle of a majority of non-Muslims, where masajid are all over the place. Scattered all over. You have to drive sometimes. But pray, even if you have to pray once a day. If you can't make the 5, start with 1. Believe me, if you keep it and you show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your keenness, it will increase. It will be more than once. At least 1 prayer. Pick the one that's easy for you. Which one? You wake up and go to work early in the morning. Come for Fajr. You are at work and there is no masjid. Then come at the Isha time, after you come from work. You make a habit and you miss that habit. Then the following day come for 2. Make it up. Come for 2. You fix just 1. If you can fix more than 1, if you can fix all 5, great. If you can fix just 1, and then it's a holiday. It's a weekend. You can do more than that. And from that, build and more and more and more until you hit all 5. But for now, if you are not praying in the masjid, at the very least, every day, 1 salat, make it 25 times, make it 27 levels above what you normally get. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم انفعنا بما قلنا فيما قلنا وسمعنا. اللهم يا مصرف القلوب صرف قلوبنا بطاعتك. اللهم يا مصرف القلوب صرف قلوبنا بطاعتك. ربنا توفنا مسلمين والحقنا بالصالحين واجعلنا عدة للمطلوبين. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله.